When we're talking about Doctype, it is basically, in this course we're going to talk about two basic Doctypes. We have the transitional and we have the strict. Both are addressing XHTML, which is the standard that we're working with right now. That's dealing with CSS, which is a way of styling the pages instead of traditional HTML. So with that said, we have the transitional Doctype, which is this document right here, and notice that all of the Doctypes start off with the word, the exclamation point Doctype. Then it refers to the website for W3C, which is the web standard, and here's the link over here. The W3.org is the web standard, is a website that has all the standards for the web pages on the web. So when you use this Doctype, it refers to that website for different policies in effect. So if you're using a transitional Doctype, in this example here, it assumes that all the code is going to conform to the traditional Doctype as found on W3.org. So that's the way that's what the Doctype does. It tells the browser, okay, we have a set of commands on this page, and it's using a transitional Doctype, and you can find the settings and the meanings for that at that web address there. So when you're doing the Doctype, you always have to include this referring website. It's going to tell the browser whether it's a transitional or what type of Doctype it is. It's a transitional Doctype dealing with XHTML version 1. And this is important too. After included with an attribute for the HTML tag, you want to include this W3.org referring website, because that is part of this particular Doctype. I have this posted in a classroom. What you can just simply do is copy and paste this into your documents. So the transitional Doctype is a rather informal Doctype. You don't have to have the commands exactly in strict format. It means you can have extra spaces. A couple of the commands that you can use in this particular type of document the browser will understand in terms of, let's say one example would be the the line break tag, the BR tag. You could just simply put well, let me type it out here. Inside the body of the page, you would have BR and then the closing bracket. Now in a strict Doctype, this wouldn't fly. A strict Doctype would want a space and a slash, because the BR tag is actually a self-closing tag, meaning that you have an opening tag, you don't have to have a closing tag. Now the transitional Doctype, you can just use that and the browser would be fine with that. If you use that in a strict page, we're using a strict Doctype, you'd probably get an error. The way you type it would be this, and have the space after the BR, a slash, and then the ending bracket. That's the format for a self-closing tag, such as the break tag. So these are the two different styles, the transitional and the strict. I would suggest just keeping it simple. Use either this one or this one, whatever you feel comfortable with. They both work, and they're both accepted in this class. They both deal with XHTML, but one's a transitional, one's a strict. One you can make a few mistakes without a problem. The strict, you have to make sure that you type everything properly. There are other Doctypes. There's an HTML version 4 transitional, and HTML version 4 strict, and then we have the XHTML version 1 transitional and the strict, which we see here. And we also have HTML5, which is a relatively new Doctype. And we can talk about that as the class moves on. But in terms of Doctype, this is what I expect. I have these samples in the classroom. You can just simply copy and paste into your documents. These right here are a sample setup, and this is exactly what the page format should look like. We have an opening Doctype, opening HTML tag, opening head tag. We have a meta tag in the head section. We have a title for the document, which you can put whatever your title is. And then we close the head element. That's the head element, and this is your body element. Inside the body element goes all the copy and content for the page itself. And then finally we close with the HTML tag. So this is a basic formatted web page. If I were to save this right here, you wouldn't see any words because there's no copy in here. But this is the basic format for both, and I hope that helps.